Hello Leo, so I'm doing your weekly reading for November the 20th to the 27th. I'm going to take a look into your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We'll look at your blind spots, anything that is working for you, and of course how it is all likely going to play out as well. Apologies for the lack of nails today. I'm in between nail sets and I didn't quite get a chance to put the new ones on, but I figured that you guys would much appreciate more having your reading going out on time than you would bother about what my hands look like. Okay, so yeah. I know that someone's going to ask, but that's the reason. I just simply ran out of time. Right, so what is going on for you guys? You have Basil or Basil, depending on where you're at. Prosperity, luck, and love. So they do say that that Basil can encourage more love, luck, and prosperity into your life. So I don't know if you want to incorporate that particular ingredient into your rituals, if you're doing any in this full moon. But yeah, this is a beautiful energy for you guys. It tells us that you're in this, well, it's a very prosperous week for you. I'm feeling as well, with the sheer amount of luck that is surrounding you, that you're not really going to be able to put a foot wrong, right? Now this one, I'm just like two herbs straight out the gate, Leo. Time, presence, and self-awareness. So this one tells me that you guys have been focused more lately on self-awareness, self-improvement, you know, doing the work, doing that self-work. I want to say, it's even gone as deep as you're conscious when you're walking. So it's like you're aware of your gait. You're aware of how you carry your shoulders when you walk. It's just this encapsulating self-awareness that isn't just about your own image, like externally, but it's internal work as well. It's kind of like the whole package deal here that we see. You've also got ladybirds or ladybugs, again, depending on where you are. Very, very fortuitous to see ladybirds. Very, very lucky. I'm kind of getting the message here, Leo, for you guys to make a wish this week, because it is likely to be granted. Okay, again, it's just a combination of these two energies. It's quite potent, right? It is quite potent. So let me see if I can get some specifics out for you guys, because obviously it's a little bit open-ended at the moment, isn't it? So can you tell us more about this turn of good luck and good fortune for our Leo collective? Let's take a look at this self-awareness message first. What's going on with this self-awareness? Yeah, the Magician. You're very aware that your words have power. Your actions have power. Very aware that you are a powerful being. Okay. Manifesting. Consciously creating. Consciously manifesting. I feel with this one, and it's a little bit strange because I'm looking at that one and I'm getting a little bit stress that's coming forward, right? And that stress is coming from you're being pushed, right? You're being pushed to advance in some area of your life. I don't know if this is professional or on a personal level, but it feels to me like you are going to rise to the challenge, Leo. So if this is you're probably pushing yourself to achieve a very set, very specific goal that you have in mind, and, you know, feeling a bit stressed out by that, you're going to reach your target. If this is an external force that is stressing you out because you feel like they're pushing you, again, same deal. You're definitely going to reach your desired target. Okay. I'm also seeing as well that you're utilizing the resources available to you in a much more efficient and effective manner as well. And in fact, I'm seeing additional resources coming through that you can use at your disposal, right? Now, again, it sounds incredibly open-ended. So, I mean, if you feel at the moment that you're lacking resources in order to achieve your particular goal, then additional resources are going to become available to you guys this week. This could be time as well, okay? Because resources, it's not just about finances, but it's also time. Time is a resource. It's the most precious resource. So, yeah, if you feel like you're pushed for time, then put in a request for maybe an extension. Is very, very likely going to be granted this week. Okay, if you work on like a client-to-client basis, just get in contact with your clients. If you feel like you're running out of time, they will understand. Okay, in fact, they will tell you, take even longer than that. It's fine. It's not a problem. Okay, because I was just looking at this magician energy and I was like, whoa, fucking hell, Leo's getting stressed out here. And then, of course, the bigger picture starts to unfold. So, yeah, resources are going to be made more readily available for you, Leo, depending on what it is that you're actually needing. Okay. Strangely enough, I'm just looking at that time card now. You've got like to me, that looks like a green crystal in the middle, which can obviously indicate money, right? That's the obvious one, but the least obvious one is the heart space, the heart chakra, the heart center, whichever label you prefer to give it. Okay, not everyone subscribes to the chakra beliefs, and that's absolutely fine, not a problem. Let's just call it heart center and heart healing. I do feel that this week, Leo, you're going to feel a lot lighter, a lot less strained. There's certainly a lightness to this energy, right? So if you have been more recently going through like a grieving process, any type of grieving, then this week it's alleviating, right? It's not going to feel quite as heavy as what it has been this week. So you're definitely going to feel a lot lighter, a lot happier, I would say, as well. And to be honest with you, Leo, there is something really significant about the color green for you guys this week. Now, I don't know if green is normally your favorite color or if you haven't really given it much thought. But yeah, consider that color green and its importance this week. It might give you a little dash of extra luck or that dash of extra energy that maybe you've been needing, again, depending on where you're at with your own personal journey, okay? But yeah, the main message here is additional resources are going to be at your disposal this week. So that's really interesting to find out exactly how that's going to materialize in your actual lived experience. Can you tell us more about this prosperity, luck, and love for Leo? If you're single, Leo, then there's absolutely an interested individual who is approaching you this week, okay? Yeah, the Eight of Pentacles. You see that, keeping your standards high, your standard of work very, very high. People, I want to say you've got a reputation here, Leo. People know you through the quality that you produce, okay? It's unmatched. Like, this combination there's something that you do on a professional level that kind of quality people can't get anywhere else. It is unmatched, and you definitely do have a really good reputation here. Okay. I mean, consider, right, if you are a professional, again, not everyone is, because some of you guys are retired, but if you are still a professional and you feel as if your skills are not being financially compensated, as it were, I would certainly consider revisiting some contracts this week. Definitely. Okay, can you tell us more about this Basil energy with the Eight of Pentacles for Leo? Ooh, okay. Nice, the King of Cups. Very gentle energy. You've got all of these that refuse to go back in the deck. The Eight of Cups, Death, your major arcana, and the Five of Pentacles. What on earth is the Five of Pentacles doing there, Leo? With the Six of Cups. Oh, okay. There's like an old memory. An old memory's popping up from many, many years ago, Leo. It's kind of like it's plaguing you. You see that? Your major arcana with the Five of Pentacles and the Six of Cups. This Six of Cups, that's not happy memories. That is not good memories at all. Not at all. But it's popping up to the surface this week. It's to do with your work or your profession. Eight of Cups and Death. You thought that you dealt with it. You genuinely thought that you dealt with that issue of the past, that memory of the past, but it's right here. It kind of feels to me like Spirit's guiding you towards changing something up here, Leo. Okay. Okay, so there's like a... I mean, that's a catalyst. It's a catalyst for a change. If you just give me a moment, Leo, I'm going to grab another deck here a second, and we'll see what this is about, because it's part of your situation. It's almost like, yeah, everything's going great for you guys this week until this past energy pops up again. It's like, the fuck is that? Like, why is that there? What's going on here? It's catalytic energy, definitely. What's this catalytic energy all about for Leo this week? Sorry if I keep stopping and starting, Leo. It's because I'm trying to concentrate on this energy. I'm trying to feel my way through, like, what the hell is going on here? Eight of Swords. What? That's the Three of Swords, and it's come out squiffy. Why did my mouth say the Eight of Swords? Holy fuck. Okay. It's part of the message, it is. It's part of this energy. I was absolutely fine until I started tuning in to your reading, Leo. I find that absolutely incredible. The Three of Wands at the bottom of the deck. It's not a person. This is the thing, Leo. It's not a person coming back from the past, right? And I know a lot of you are going to be like, oh, thank fuck for that. It is not a person. This is a memory. This is a memory. That's why they had me saying Eight of Swords, right? Eight of Swords, that's a mental prison. It's that kind of negativity that keeps you stuck in a rut. It keeps your head going round and round and round. And it genuinely does confuse everything else. So I would say with this one, Leo, try not to allow that triggering memory to ruin what you've got going on now. okay? Because there's a memory from the past that you thought you had moved beyond, you thought you had processed it, but it's like something's triggering this. It isn't this reading, it's something else that's triggering this memory from the past. And I feel actually that this has already happened recently, to be fair. And it runs the risk of throwing everything that you're currently doing here way off course, like way off course, especially with that Five of Pentacles and your major arcana there. I tell you what it is, Leo. It feels to me like you get speaking with someone who comes from a certain town or a certain village that for you holds bad memories. That's what it is. It's not a significant individual from your past that's coming back and causing trouble, right? It isn't that. It's literally, you just get talking to someone and they're like, oh yeah, I'm from such and such a place. And then straight away your head goes right back to those unhappy memories of that particular place. And it's a shame because it feels like that place, although they're saying it's a very beautiful place, but the memories that you have of that place, it's tainted for you. It is tainted for you. That's interesting, because you might find yourself going back purely so that you can rewrite. Do you know what I mean? You can change the experience of that place by revisiting it, because that Three of Swords has come out squiffy. Okay. Which implies healing. Healing, but it's still raw, right? That's why it's off center. It's still raw. But the healing, was that what the heart message was all about at the start? With the green and the crystal and the heart center. Okay. Yeah, that checks out. Again, obviously it's not going to resonate for everybody. Okay, Leo. Listen, there's some kind of trauma here that is attached to a very beautiful place. And they're saying, okay, when you're ready, consider revisiting that place, Leo, because it might actually prove to be very, very healing for you, especially with that Three of Wands being at the bottom of the deck. It's growth, it's expansion, it's plans for the future. Yeah. Interesting. Really interesting. Okay. It's connected to your work. I don't know anything else other than that, Leo. It's connected to your work. So this could be like a client who comes from that place, or your work is like, oh, Leo, you have to take a business trip to such and such a place. And it's like your heart will sink. As soon as you hear the name of the place, your heart will sink. And you'll be like, fuck. Why? It does feel like it's deliberate. Obviously not from the work's point of view. From Spirit's point of view. It's deliberate from Spirit's point of view. It's like you're supposed to go back there. Just temporarily. Just so that you can create a beautiful memory there instead. Which will kind of balance, well, I don't know if it'll balance things out, but it'll certainly prove to be quite healing for you in some capacity, because Spirit really had me focused on that crystal and the color green. Okay. Interesting. Right, let's keep it moving. So why is this happening? Let me see. Because everything was going so well until you heard the name of that place. And then it just triggered something. Right. Autumn, bounty and balance. So this is saying for you to slow down, right? It is about harvest, but it's also about slowing down and enjoying your harvest as well. Okay. This is happening because you're needing to take a breather, and they're saying there's something that you've missed. There's something that you've missed. Let's find out. What is it that Leo's missed? Oh, that's got a really lethargic energy connected to that one. Fucking hell. It's heavy in the way of tiredness, right? And then you've got the star that came out, but that one wasn't exactly energetic either when it came out the deck, right? The Lovers and the Star. Yeah. Healing energy. I need to find out what that Lovers is. Like, is that a choice? Is that a partnership? A relationship? What's that Lovers? Ooh. Ooh, the Queen of Wands reversed. Okay. That's not good. I say it's not good because it's coming through as being unfinished business. It's unresolved energy. Might be a person, actually, with it being a Queen of Wands. Again, the lack of enthusiasm is definitely noted. Ooh, Judgment, second chances. Okay. Okay. Five of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Lack energy is right there. Okay. Something that you've missed. So there's tiredness, there's lack of energy, like it's really low energy. Even though the messages there are beautiful, the energy behind it is very, very low. And then we've got this reversal, unresolved business. And apparently you can fix something, you can heal something here, which is why you're being pointed in that particular direction. And it's going to get you out of this Five of Pentacles energy, which is here, strength with the Five of Pentacles. Oosh. Ace of Cups reversed. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. And the Magician. And that's Squiffy. Possible manipulation. Emotionally withdrawn. Someone's emotionally withdrawn with that Ace of Pentacles reversed. I don't know if that's you or if that's someone else, Leo. I'm hearing Libra. Someone's dealing with a Libra. I've not got any Libra cards out. That's the weird thing. I mean, you've got Gemini, Virgo, Aquarius, Scorpio, nope, and Leo. But I heard Libra. Okay. It could just be to do with like the Justice card and balancing things out, making things right. The thing is, Leo, when I look at this energy, it's almost like this is in reference to something that you would rather not remember. Do you know what I mean? That's kind of why I'm skirting around it, because it feels like it's something that you don't want to remember. But Spirit's directing you to specifically remember so that you can start the healing process to do with that person or that place. And that's why this is happening. Because there's unfinished business. Unresolved issues. What the hell? Okay, mushroom, recycling. Breaking down problems in your blind spot. So, mushrooms feed off dead and decaying matter, yeah? They're part of nature's cleanup crew. And it's in your blind spot. Holy fuck. If, Leo, I hate to go all flipping mystical and stuff on your read, but it proper feels like Spirit's put you on a bit of a quest here. I'm not going to lie. And it does. It feels like it's come straight out of left field as well. Like you weren't expecting that. But there's every indication here as well, Leo. Number one, that this is deliberate. And number two, that this is going to be amazing for you. Now, I don't know how, right? I can only read the strongest overall energies. But apparently this is what's going to be amazing for you. It's going to really help you to break down everything, to clarify a lot of things in your head and in your heart that you weren't able to sort of make sense of. Can you tell us more about Leo's blind spot, please? With this breaking down problems. This is really interesting read, Leo. I'm not going to lie. Even though, like, I'm reading through it and I'm feeling incredibly tired as I'm reading through it. Even though I myself, I know, like, I'm tip-top condition, okay? There's nothing going on with me. It's purely just this energy that I'm trying to read through. But again, that's a message of how this situation is going to make you feel. It's like, I'm tired, I don't want to look at it, I don't want to go over it, I don't want to face it. But then Spirit's saying to you, no, Leo, come on now. Come on, you have to. I know you're tired, but you have to take care of this unresolved thing over here. And then after that, you're going to be absolutely golden. Do you know what I mean? It's like the missing piece of the puzzle here. And don't forget that luck and good fortune is on your side. Look, the Two of Cups. A partnership. This could be you in partnership with Spirit or in partnership with another person, okay? This particular, I'm going to call it like a spiritual journey, right? This particular spiritual journey that you guys are on this week, it's going to improve the relationship that you have with yourself, right? Self-awareness. It's going to improve the relationship that you have with other people in general around you, that you share the space with on a day-to-day basis. It's going to improve the relationship that you have with Spirit and with the universe itself. Is that tiredness of yours that I'm picking up on coming from a place of feeling I want to say dejected or forgotten about by the universe. Is that where that lethargy is coming from? It's possible. It's possible. Because I feel like I'm reading the situation of an individual who was a believer, then was a non-believer, and then is coming back into the fold of believer again, right? Because certain life experiences have taken you down that path. But we've got relationships being strengthened here, and I'm certain that this is all relationships in your life, including the one with yourself, including the one with spirit, including the one with universe. Okay. What else for Leo's blind spot? You're really making me work for this reading today, Leo. It's a lot of detective work that's going on today. The Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. I told you. We've seen it there, but it had a really tired energy to it, didn't it? It's almost like you gave up faith, you gave up hope. Spirit's coming through for you though. Strong. Really, really strong. Because you got recognition here. Wish fulfillment. You finally reaching that point of having a sense of purpose, right? Okay, what's working for you? Leaves, renewal, revival, and progress. Yeah. Revival, that is absolutely the word that I would use. This energy's got revival written all over it. All over it. Can you tell us more? They're saying for you to lean into this process. That's what's going to work for you, Leo. Okay. The leaves, they've got me focused on the process of leaves with the whole sunlight thing. Okay. It's energy, energizing, life-giving. Let me think, what on earth are they trying to say? Why have you got me focused on the leaves in the process? It's food, fuel, refueled. Growth. It's part of your growth. It's part of your growth. And you will start to feel your energy levels returning. You absolutely will. That's what they're on about with the leaves. The leaves and the sun. Okay, so the tiredness was coming from you, Leo. Okay, got it. What else is going to work for Leo? So lean into this process. Queen of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, and the Page of Cups. Huh. There's a beautiful message that's coming in for you guys this week that changes everything. Okay, there's a fortunate turn of events here, Leo. I'm kind of reading this combination as you get exactly what you want. Again, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, okay, makes no difference. This is about your long-term goals, your long-term ambitions, and long-term security. You're building something worthwhile, and you're hearing good news about it this week. Progress. What's this other message here with progress for Leo? Oh, consistency. Okay, your progress is consistent. Right, the Three of Cups, that one's come out squiffy. They're saying for you to reject gossip. They're saying for you to not take on It's other people's negativity as well, okay? Again, with that self-awareness, energy is contagious. Okay. The B, for how it's likely going to play out. Community, cooperation, and sweetness. Hard worker. You've been a busy bee. This one here. You've been a busy bee, Leo. Okay. Ooh. The Seven of Swords. Interesting. What's this? Community, cooperation, and sweetness. There's a better way of doing things. Not everything needs to be a fight. Interesting. Okay, so they've got me really looking at this Seven of Swords and they're going, okay, Leo, now think. Think about what is your most desired outcome here, and is it going to benefit everyone? Community, the highest good of all, including the highest good for yourself. Ooh, the Empress, yeah. Be careful with the Seven of Swords, right? Be real careful with the Seven of Swords. Every single card, whatever it is, it's got its own meaning, but then the meaning changes depending on what cards it's come out with. Okay, you have to read within context. They are saying, be careful with this energy here, because they're wanting the message of overlooking something to be reinforced, right? Rather than lies, trickery, betrayal, deceit, beware, right? They're saying it's not about that. It's about overlooking something to do with your growth, your work, your community. It could also be overlooking someone's intentions. Okay, let me see if I can get deeper into that particular message for you. What is this Seven of Swords? The message of overlooking something. The Lovers. Right, okay. That's a couple of times now we've seen the Lovers card. Right. Okay. Overlooking something to do with another person, a partner. Doesn't feel like a friend. It doesn't feel like a friend at all. It feels more intimate than that. A soulmate. There's something to do with a soulmate here that you could be overlooking, and that you have to be careful with it. Okay, so there's a soulmate who is not... You're not asserting yourself when it comes down to a soulmate. You're overlooking. They've blamed you. They've blamed you for something here that you're not responsible for. Yeah, some of you guys feel it necessary to apologize anyway, and you shouldn't do that. Leo, don't apologize for shit you've not done. Don't take accountability for shit you've not done. Okay. And again, be careful with these messages as well, because they are general. Obviously, they're not meant for everybody. Okay. Cooperation is what's being called for. But if you keep overlooking the red flags or someone's behavior, if you keep excusing somebody within your community, someone within your circle, if you keep overlooking their behavior and them being lazy and them not pulling their weight and, you know, not doing their part, if you keep overlooking that, Leo, it's going to drive you up the fucking wall. Okay? Don't be apologizing for shit you ain't done. The World at the bottom of the deck, a card of victory. The end of a difficult cycle. Okay, so you can turn the page, you can move on now. You've got the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Cups. You can move on from some sort of betrayal to do with abandonment, specifically. Like it's no longer keeping you prisoner. Okay. You have a healing message for Leo, please. Again, be careful with these reads. Use your discernment, okay? You have a healing message for Leo. I'm hearing usefulness. I don't know what that's about. I was just looking at that Empress energy and I heard useful. And then I want to be useful. So someone believes that they can only be loved if they're somehow useful. Like, the fact that you're here alive and breathing in of itself is plenty. Do you know what I mean? And then you've got the Raven, which is a card of magic. Number 13. Okay. So with this being one of my Celtic decks, the Gaelic word for raven is Bran, right? And it says, Bran offers initiation, protection, and the gift of prophecy. The initiation in practice may be as formal as undergoing an initiation ceremony, or it could be as informal as being initiated into a new profession. It marks the death of one thing and then the birth of another. The power of the raven can also bring you the very deepest form of healing, which is achieved through a process known as the resolution of opposites. Oh, holy shit, the lovers. Okay, making it possible for you to resolve conflicts that have long lain buried in your unconscious or in your past. And here's the thing, right? Listen, because I know some of you guys probably think I'm bullshitting you. I'll hold it up to the camera so you can see, right? That's literally your entire reading in a nutshell in that last sentence there. A process known as the resolution of opposites, making it possible for you to resolve conflicts that have long lain buried in your unconscious or in your past. And then it's associated with healing, initiation, and protection. Yeah. Yeah. This is a significant chapter in your own spiritual journey here, Leo, that, to be honest with you, I don't fully understand. Right? Because it feels complicated as fuck. Like me trying to read through that was hard. that was hard work, right? So it feels like it's a really complicated situation. Okay, let's see if we can uplift this energy by getting you some wonderful words of wisdom from the shitty deck. Again, it's just a little bit of fun at the end of your reading, okay? Be the chess player and not the chess piece. Shitty people only think about making moves that only affect themselves, but good people make moves that can benefit the whole entire game. Yeah. So you're doing something important that's not just going to benefit you, but it's going to benefit a community around you. That could be your family, it could be your social circle, right? It could be something here to do with healing family trauma that has been passed down from one generation to the next, right? And you're healing your family community there. Again, you just have to take it as it resonates. And if they respect you, then respect them. If they disrespect you, still respect them. But do not allow the actions of shitty people to change who you are. Because you represent yourself and not others. Yeah. Yeah, that's literally, that's Spirit's way of saying, look, Don't lower yourself down to someone else's shitty ass standards. Okay. Wow. I don't quite know what to say to that one, Leo, but that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. My link for that is in the description box below. Thank you so very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.